All right, so by now, everybody has heard about that Penn State fraternity cocaine ring, but let's get into the timeline. Like, let's take it back to where the investigation began. So, according to the indictment, the investigation first began in December of 2022 when Delta fraternity member Mohammed Harabi allegedly took over for a former frat member and began selling cocaine to his frat brothers. Beginning in the spring of 2023, investigators alleged that Sigma Chi fraternity member Augustino Abatiello, who was the alleged ringleader, began getting drugs from a plug back in New York and then brought the drugs back to Penn State and sold them to students on the campus. By July, prosecutors say that Harabi allegedly asked a fellow Delta brother, Thomas Michael Robinson, to become his business partner. In November, authorities say that the two allegedly made a purchase together of approximately 250 grams of cocaine worth about $7,500. So, if you don't know, if you're not in that world, that's about a quarter key. So, about 30 grand to get you a whole one.
You got 14 bricks right there?
In December of that year, investigators say that is when Delta pledges were reportedly being used to package the drugs for sale. Now, I remember when people used to join fraternities and stuff, there was like a hazing, you'd maybe get waterboarded or, a paddle to the butt or something like that. But now they're making you package drugs to show your allegiance to the fraternity. Interesting. According to the indictment, authorities learned that Harabi also sold cocaine to Carlin Howe at another fraternity who would allegedly then resell it there. So he was moving that weight. Meanwhile, the grand jury reported that Abatiello's operation was slowly growing inside the Sigma Chi. Witnesses allegedly told investigators that fraternity brothers and pledges helped cut and package the cocaine for resale. You can't make this up. Authorities say one witness described Abatiello as the largest cocaine distributor between 2023 and 2024. So Abatiello was named Trapper of the Year 2 times in a row. From March to September of 2024, court documents allege that Robinson purchased a total of 1.5 kilograms of cocaine. According to his original arrest affidavit, State College Police say they made 6 controlled cocaine purchases from Robinson in late 2024. So he was serving to undercovers and didn't even know it.
The seller gets out and is met by the informant.
Officials say that Robinson resisted arrest and even threatened police officers to the point where they had to tase him to handcuff him. Now, as he was being escorted out of the fraternity, he told police officers that he thought his frat brothers were playing a prank on him. Yeah, you're being punked.
Mr. Cow, your status is you've just been punked.
Now, shortly after his arrest, probably before his foot even touched the inside of the police station, he told the police that Abatiello was his supplier. Now, according to the investigation, even after Robinson was arrested, Abatiello, let's call him Augustino, because I feel like we know each other by now. Augustino reportedly continued distributing cocaine as recently as February of this year. Now, after learning that a few of the frat brothers were being questioned by police on the campus, he urged them not to say what his involvement was. So he told them, like, just say that I'm tutoring you guys for an exam or something like that. Yeah, let's say that. In total, investigators say that 14 individuals are now facing charges in connection to the years-long operation. Now, my question is, how is this not a RICO? Drugs were being moved across state lines, multiple people were involved. It was a large-scale operation. How is this not a RICO? I'm confused. Penn State basically has been trying to clean up his image for over a decade now. You know what I'm saying? You could go back to the Sandusky, that whole nasty situation. And then they had a hazing death in 2017. Rest in peace to the young boy, Timothy Piazza. But what's interesting about this case is just how sloppy they were, right? I think Robinson, or AKA T Rob, as he was called, he was accepting payments through a Venmo account in his own damn name. Like, what type of drug dealer accepts payments through Venmo or Zelle? Like, it's just crazy, right? And his own father, you know what I'm saying, was charged with concealing evidence after he tried to hide some of the drugs and the money in a safe, allegedly. And this whole case is crazy, but we're not gonna act like drugs hasn't been a thing on college campuses for years. Like, a lot of college students do drugs. Like, let's not act like that's not a thing, but they're not running a large scale drug operation on campus. So that's where the lines get kind of blurred. But y'all let me know what y'all think.